Okay, so this is a totally different type of a story. And this is about a young woman called Nora. And she's in Dublin overnight, and she's in a hotel. And I'll just read a page or two. She unpacked her clothes, but was drawn to the wallpaper. She looked closely at it, ran her hand over the circular bouquets of bluebells on the pale pink background. It was like seeing a face in a crowd she couldn't quite place. And then it came to her. The house in West Belfast from her childhood. The room she shared with her little sister Sarah. Not much money in the house. Bare wooden floorboards before they became fashionable. No oilcloth or carpet in their rooms, but the same lovely pink wallpaper covered with bluebells just beside their bed. What are bluebells for? Sarah had once asked her. They were lying in bed on a bright Saturday morning. No school, no work, a lie-in. What do you mean, what are they for? Nora asked her. Sarah was studying the bluebell patterns curiously. Nora turned in her bed so that they were almost nose to nose. Taking her little sister's little face between her palms, she kissed her gently on the forehead. I mean, what are bluebells for? Wah wah, Sarah giggled, kicking the bedclothes off them both and trying to escape from Nora's hug. Bluebells are for love, Nora said. Miss Thompson taught us that in St. Louise's. Patrick Kavanagh wrote it. It's one of my favourite poems. So there you go. You didn't know your big sister knew poetry, did you? All the while she tried to hug Sarah, and Sarah resisted, kicking and squealing and twisting in the bed and trying to tickle her in retaliation. Don't you dare call me a wah-wah, Nora repeated again. The two of them giggled and wrestled together like this until their mother shouted up to them to come downstairs for breakfast. On Saturdays, that meant a special treat, a fry. Bacon, sausages, fried egg with fried soda and potato bread. Black and white pudding, served with lashings of HP brown sauce. The two sisters eventually came down into the kitchen, still giggling and giddy after their exuberant bout of horseplay. Their mother greeted them with a smile. I don't know which of you is the biggest child. That was 30 years ago. The bluebells brought it all back to her. Sarah had two wee girls of her own now. Nora was godmother to one of them. That night, in her hotel room, she had a dream which woke her with a start. She sat bolt upright in her strange bed. The dream was terrifyingly real, but Nora couldn't remember what it was about. It seemed to disappear as she tried to find it, but the fear remained. She stretched her hand out from beneath the sheets and again touched the bluebell pattern on the wallpaper. It stood out vaguely from the pink. It stood out slightly from the pink background. The bluebells, she recalled vaguely, had been there too, in the dream. So